Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taking it about the 16.
At their own 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 20.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What are you doing? You can't 20. At the 58, Mike.
Play action. It's Newton. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. On first down, Johnson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. And the Bears first down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Like 50.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward? There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 2, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check 8.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
58, come on.
Gun.
Say.
From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Focus, defense, focus. 58, boys, 58.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Newton. And he finds Penny. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now Newton on 1st down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Newton rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
20.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Eventually, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On first down, Newton. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Newton. They set up the screen to Penny. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. 8.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Great.
Off play action. Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I don't even know why this team showed.
Third and long, it's Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
94. Smooth. Hey, D-line,
Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Throwing again. Newton. And that's complete. It's Green here. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Switch.
8.
After the sack on first down, Newton. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twitch.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
8. Brings up 3rd and 4.
You can't block me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Drop deep.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
58, come on. 58.
Newton. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
20.
Whip. Watch the whip.
20.
Check 25. Check 20.
Now Newton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Here we go. Gun.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. Penny hit and the ball is jarred free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Mike 50. Check tight. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Clement. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. They'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. On
2nd down, here's Penny. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Great.
58, come on. Come on.
Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go.
They try again with Cohen. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That good for 22 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clement. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 1. This is caught by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
20.
Give me some. Here we go. Kill. Wait.
Watch the safety creep. Great.
Play action. It's Newton. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Got it.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Detroit, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6 and 4. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3 and 7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.